Welcome back to the FNS Development Training Series. In the last few videos, we explored the task folder and learned how each file contributes to the backend logic of your FNS. Now, it's time to test that logic in action by running your backend locally and verifying that everything works as expected. By the end of this tutorial, you will learn how to run your FNS backend locally using VS Code. Use the VS Code debugger to start and monitor your backend and test your first API endpoint using Postman or curl. To start, open your project in VS Code. Your .vs Code folder contains a file called launch.json, and this configuration allows VS Code to start the Unicorn server for your FNS. Before starting the backend debugger, ensure that the FNS development environment is running in ProCaaSo. Then, in your fns.py file within your app factory function, ensure that your development-specific server configuration is correct. In doing so, you'll be using the SDK's setDevConfig function and entering the development URL from the environment and entering the dev token, which is your Cindy token, which is automatically handled using the getCindyToken function from the utils.py file. Once that's verified, open the Run and Debug tab on the left-hand toolbar. From the dropdown, select Debug FNS Backend and press play to launch your application. Once you hit play, you'll see an output appear in your terminal that looks like this. This confirms that your backend server is running successfully at localhost 8000. At this point, your local FNS is fully active and ready to receive requests, log events, and interact with your database. Now, let's verify that your routes are working correctly. You can do this using Postman or by sending a curl request from your terminal. If you're using Postman, create a new GET request and set your base URL to http://localhost:8000/get_system. Then click Send. You should receive a JSON response with your available systems confirming that your Get Systems endpoint is active and retrieving data from ProCaaSo successfully. If you prefer curl, you can run this directly in your terminal. Curl http://localhost:8000/get_system. Either way, a valid response means your backend roots, database, and SDK connection are all configured correctly. And that's it. You've successfully launched and tested your FNS backend locally. In the next video, we'll shift gears to the Views folder where you'll learn how to design the user interface of your FNS using React and connect it to these backend routes.